Hello, today we'll be trying out the demo for World Tours. So let's try the tutorial slash campaign or the beta. The Rungmuns. Press 1 to 6 to change or click to start. 1 to 6 change game speed, move controls.
Winter had become increasingly brutal for the small Rungmun tribe over the last few years. Crops and wild berries just aren't growing the way they used to anymore. Life, though simple, used to be quite comfortable for as long as they could remember. Of course, there had always been some years when food was less abundant, but shortages have now become the norm, and full-blown famine now feels unavoidable. Something had to be done. The Rungmuns have always kept to the valley they saw as theirs. They have always had plenty of stories about strange lands, animals, other meeps, and even other worlds. But they preferred their adventures to play out around a cozy fire, nestled comfortably in the valley that had sustained them for so long. So, it was quite an eventful day when the Rungmun Tribal Council finally decided to send 4 meeps on an expedition to the outside world. The expedition had set up a temporary camp for the first time since leaving the valley, with the aim of surveying the area and restocking on fresh berries for the next part of the journey, when they heard unexpected sounds from behind a nearby hill. 6 meeps arrive with carts loaded with construction materials, tools, and food supplies. They tell the expedition about their knowledge of the world turtle, their fear that it may be starving, and that the raised plot of land nearby was chosen by the Council of Meeps as a location for an ambitious catapult they hoped they would be able to use to feed the turtle huge lumps of compacted food.
You know, a giant catapult is a good solution. This is a lot of sense. And siege weaponry is a good solution.
They asked the Rungmun expedition to assist the Council of Meeps by clearing out the trees and stone from the raised area and keeping these in storage in preparation for the construction of the catapult. In turn, the Rungmuns share the details of their concerns for their tribe. The Council of Meeps expedition informs them that they would assist the Rungmuns in constructing farms and planting a variety of crop types to alleviate their concerns, in the short term at least.
The Council of Meeps expedition, which will construct 2 woodcutters' cabins and stonemasons' cabins. We should order another of each in a suitable location close to the area to be cleared. Click the construction icon on the bottom left corner and to build buildings. So with
Right, let's get this one up!
that works. That works. I guess I need to wait for this to speed up then. Ground placement. While placing buildings, terrain will be highlighted according to the 5 building intent location. Green, no ground preparation required. Yellow, ground needs to be raised or lowered, increasing construction time. The optimal information capacity construction time will automatically be selected. You can override this by holding down control using mouse or cursor to set the direction. Now to set the focus area of each. Oh, I need to wait for my scenes to be built, so
This building's complete!
just need to wait for it to speed up a bit. Is this mine? Okay, chat completed. Now set the focus area of each cabin, so I guess select that, click, or focus area there. Yes. Wood focus area. I guess need to wait for the building to be done and the things to be cleared.
This building's finished.
That there. Clear that area. Now I guess need to wait for them to actually clear it out. Camp. I guess that's the starting place. Speed up a bit then.
All finished building.
Oh. Well done, you completed 3 woodcutter's cabins and 2 stonemason's cabins. Remember to set your focus area to raise the plot of land and
wanna make it flat.
Look at my
that's
ass.
the area.
It is amazing. Getting some rocks.
Rocks.
The area.
Really got me going.
The area. Okay, that's out
Get some
here.
rocks.
We need lots of wood.
Well done. Beeps have started clearing out the trees and rocks from the targeted area. Double check that each building is set to focus on the area to be cleared. Does that? Note how the frames of the task icon building panel indicates the experience being gained by the beeps of inhabiting that building. Each individual building accumulates its own experience for each of its tasks, while each frame indicates 12 steps of progress. You can also check the tooltip for the exact values. This experience will be important in future episodes of requirements for upgrading buildings. Gathering stone from rock heaps behind shard heaps. These also need to be cleared out. Shards are smaller, extra hard, sharp pieces of rock that can be used to create basic tools. Gathering shards from shard heaps is the stonemason's second task type. This task prioritizes the need to be balanced to achieve specific objectives at different times. Perform the following actions for each of the stonemason's cabins. Like the stonemason, increase the priority for scroll up. And then click on the new task icon to start setting the focus area for tasks. Click on the map area, the map complete. I guess that priorities. Probably should move that lumber area here as well. Oh, this is my other stonemasons. That up. That area up. The summary panels along the top and bottom of the screen contain information about resources and buildings. Click on a panel to expand it. Hovering your cursor over the element provides tooltips for all the building locations are also highlighted on the map. Icons can be clicked to jump to specific buildings and later units. White and green text indicate current or completed values, while blue text indicates elements in progress. So this is alignment, basic resources, gathering. The raised plot has almost been cleared. It's time to construct farms for the Rungmen tribe. Your expedition member remembers passing through some wide open land for the journey, quite close to the valley, which would be the perfect location for growing crops. Order 2 farms to be constructed as soon as the raised plot of the land has been cleared. Recall that buildings are ordered by clicking on the construction icon and selecting that. So I guess one there.
Excellent choice.
One
You
there.
got a license for that?
Now, that's almost cleared, so guess speed up some time a bit more. Well done. The area earmarked for the huge catapult has been cleared. All Meeps will now shift their attention to constructing farms or Rugman tribe. While one of the original expedition members will relay news to the tribe. Some crops. Select some crops to be planted once one of the farms has been constructed. Click on Meep text highlighted with that marker to select any available crops. It's a good idea to plant a variety of different crops, and the following crop mechanics should be considered in the future episodes for which crops to plant. All crops provide a supply capacity, allowing you to sustain more meat. Some crops are luxury crops that provide less supply capacity but extra field capacity. So it's sort of like how in RTS games you need to have like a supply cap in. So instead of having to manage food, you just need to manage like how much food you can feed, I guess, and have like a maximum amount of peeps determined by how much food you produce. So I guess vines, corn, cabbage, or not corn, I guess vines, and then I'll have corn over here. And I built one of my farms in the wrong area, so we're not in the highlighted area, but that's not the end of the world. It looks like it's still progressing, so time to go fast forward for a little bit. Huh. Wonder what this area over here is for. Is this the Rugman tribe area? Oh, it is. Also, the water level and humidity and temperature are all going down. Hopefully that doesn't cause anything bad. Now, the first harvest of every crop type yields extra peel capacity along with needs have access to the crop type. In addition to the supply capacity can be increased by tending your crops during its growth cycle, which your farmers will automatically do if they aren't kept too busy with other crops. A crop only provides these capacities once harvested, and the impact applies to the next crop when that particular field is harvested. At that time, the impact is replaced by that of the newly harvested crop. Crops can be swapped at any time, but a new crop will be only planted once the existing one has been harvested. Remember that of your variety of crops needs to have your means. You can see the number of instances for each crop type currently being consumed, but still growing in the field and scheduled for the next planting cycle under crop.
This building's finished.
Well done. The 2 farms have been completed, and the Rugman tribe will tend to them from now on. But there is one last thing the expedition of the Council of Meeps can do before heading back home. Whenever an icon with a green frame appears over a building, something requires your attention. When Meeps have gained enough experience in all their tasks, they can level up. More on this in a future episode. Upgrade both farms when they have gained enough experience. Keep an eye on the icon frame in the building panel, and then select more crops to plant on the expanded fields. So, guessing he wasn't going to time fast.
The farmer's work is never done.
Nice that they did a little starting area in the same map as they did not just a cutscene. And also nice that they showed us the name of this background music as well. So this speed up some time, so I wait for the farm to gain experience. I guess the climate also affects the crop as well. Which makes sense. I just wish I knew how to control the climate before I knew it affected crops. Okay, just need to wait for the experience.
Upgrade available.
Got an experience
There's always room
required.
for improvement.
What am I missing? Oh, I don't have enough experience on that farm. So, what can I grow here? I guess more cabbages, more vines.
This building's even better now.
Oh, farm upgraded to crafter. Oh, while waiting for crops to be planted and to grow, take a moment to read the two clips of the crop selector. Each farm caters to a certain moisture and temperature range, while each crop type thrives at a certain moisture and temperature range. The current climate continuously affects the size of the crop yield. As a result, each farm would be more suited to some specific, or to some whatever that word is, crop types. Yeah, this is a nice song. Okay, I probably should really load those as well. At a farm that's an elf or something. Just need to wait for this one farm to actually grow some corn. Selected that for corn. I wonder why that isn't growing. Are they sleeping? Or are they stuck? Are they incontinent? Ah, they were just probably. Or. Honestly, I don't know why they weren't doing anything, but they were just staring at that silo, I guess, for a while and not planting any other crops. And that produces negative zeros food, apparently.
That building can be upgraded.
Oh, this farm can be upgraded now.
More is more.
Yes, more is more. Get some more corn over there and cabbage is good. So I guess as the building expands, its area or room space it takes up grows as well, but you can also gain some more stuff. And there is not, there's still not doing that corn selection. Planting corn there, but okay. And congratulations, you have just completed the tutorial.
And so it came to pass that the Rungmans took their first tentative steps on terrain outside of their valley, met some other Meeps, and, this time at least, managed to end up calling them friends. The expedition managed to acquire enough food for this winter, but they also acquired some troubling knowledge about the state of their world turtle. They will, no doubt, be called upon again to play their part, however small, in overcoming this threat.
Anyway, that was the tutorial or all the content I have for World Turtle. So, how do I exit to the main? But yeah, I guess this is a good place as any to finish up this. This was World Turtle, a game about building a city or a village on the back of a giant turtle in space. Which I guess that is the true shape of the Earth. The Earth is not flat, it's just a giant turtle flying in space. But I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, and do all that. And yeah, goodbye.